You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Now I think we're alive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Of course, anytime I touch new technology, everything goes to crap. That's how that works. So that's a fun time. Everything
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Everything's up and going now.
I'm not going to repeat everything I just said. So that's too bad for. It's a behind the scenes recording for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. But I'm your host, Derek. That's Derek. We're just two goofy dudes trying to make it in this ridiculous world we call Earth. You ever see The Croods?
Oh, I loved the first one. I never saw the second one.
I don't know. I don't know what popped in my head. I just want to give it a shot. I did see though. What is it? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, did you?
It's really good. It's really good.
I need to watch it.
It is so. It's so like. It's hard to explain, but it's like they unironically explain the plot of a movie they want to make, but it's like the plot of the movie you're watching. It's like 8 different dimensions. But it's still pretty funny. It was a good movie. We'll have to do a review of it for a movie podcast whenever that happens. Once we have the time. So yeah. We're going to do a little bit of Splatoon playing too. If you guys want to check that out, we're going to have more content coming out because we have both no lives and too much of a life. We're adult video gamers. What can you expect? So just remember, we got that TikTok, the YouTube, get us 2,000 subs so we get monetized and make pennies on the dollar, literally. Or it's even less than pennies, actually. It's like 0.0.
Yeah, it's like half a penny. They literally cut a penny in half, and they're like, here you go.
Yeah, take it, you slut. Here's 2 pennies for your hour-long video. Spotify, rate us 5 stars on there where the VODs are. Apple also rate us, please. Everybody listen to us. Instagram, we got some funny stuff there and just cute pictures and reels and stuff. Facebook, old people. Twitter, new people. And Discord so we can talk to you guys. So, Derek, what is that shirt?
It's from Uzumaki. It's like a horror manga.
That's not Naruto.
No, it's not Uzumaki. I forget which one it is. But there's like a series of horror mangas that I really like, and it's from them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked interesting. I was scared.
We're past September 1st, so it's officially spooky season. So.
Oh, okay. You're one of okay. All right. Well,
I love Halloween.
I
love that. You ever see that video of the kid who's like, it's freaking bats? I love Halloween. Yeah, that's how I feel after September 1st.
Oh, I did not know that. Huh. You know my dad's birthday is Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Said it was like the best time ever because you got presents and candy on the same day, and there's it's like,
and he loved candy,
everyone,
even though he shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, God, it's so ridiculous.
What was that one story you told me where you were like, "Dad, you can't eat that Snickers bar," and then he like came back in the living room and it was just like a wrapper or something.
Yeah, he just deadpan looked at me. He's just like, I couldn't control myself. Why didn't you stop me?
Why didn't you stop me?
Yeah. My dad, great guy, but he had diabetes and he just refused to. I regulated it for him, but he just loved candy. He just absolutely loved candy. I'm like, Dad, that's gonna raise your blood sugar. It's just like, you're right. And then I walk away, and then
it was gone.
The Milky Way or Snickers just wiped out,
magically disappeared.
I'm like, cool. Huh, okay, so Sony, right? They are being quite the crybabies.
They're really butthurt.
they're really butthurt. Like this is unprecedented levels of like wah, what are you doing?
Right.
Because basically the story is that I'm sure everyone's heard it who's listening to the podcast that they have a deal with Microsoft for Call of Duty being on Sony platforms for at least another 3 years. Well, actually, it said several years, and then Sony comes out. This is like, yeah, we didn't really like the deal at all. It's actually 3 years, and we hate this. Like, it's just like, okay, what What do you want to do about it, Sony? Like, how about
Right.
you buy Activision?
Yeah. Buy a studio with multiplayer games then. I don't know. You want to play this game of crying about it. And it's like we were talking about it like a couple of days ago. And it's like, oh yeah, boo-hoo. Like all your exclusives don't make you enough money. You know, you're the guys that like refuse to make multiplayer games anymore, like Killzone or Resistance. All you'd want to do is make single player games, and you know they sell millions of copies. Oh, wah, you know. But you know, Call of Duty is owned by Xbox now, and you're like, wait a minute, we need that. You give us that.
Hold
Give
up,
it back.
hold up. You know,
Yeah.
like, and again, I don't think Microsoft is going to actually take it away after those 3 years.
No,
You know,
yeah, it'd be like it's a
it's a
win-win,
win-win,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they either get it as an exclusive, which is huge for them, or they just keep it on both and bolt the rewards, you know. And I don't see a reason why they wouldn't want to, you know, just rake in all that money and then, you know, make Diablo, make Overwatch, make whatever else Activision makes, make all those games exclusive then.
Plus,
You know?
Sony's literally like where Call of Duty makes its most money. Like
Right,
literally,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. They've marketed with PlayStation for years now, since probably like World at War, that
Right.
agreement started, you know, that it was like, oh, PlayStation gets like the beta early, or here's an exclusive camo only on PlayStation. Like, you know, I don't know. I think, yeah, I think they'll be okay. But you know,
I don't know, man. They look, all they have left now is God of War, Spider-Man, Sly
know,
Cooper that they refuse to come
Horizon,
back to.
right? Sly
Horizon.
Cooper one day, Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
It's like they're hurting. It's so bad, you know. Pour one out for Sony. 'Cause
Last of
they're
Us.
they're dying.
Yeah,
Oh my,
God.
not. Ooh, God, they are in so much trouble,
dude. No, honestly, so we were talking about like obviously before the podcast, but I think it comes down to jealousy, like because Sony desperately wants another like live service slash moneymaker. Granted, they bought
Right.
Destiny, right? And Destiny's crossplay, and
Right,
you know,
and right, Destiny is, you know, they're getting all the money from both systems. You know, people, you know, I microtransaction on Destiny weekly when I was playing it religiously. You know, it's not like it was like, oh, we bought another studio that only makes single player games. No.
right?
Like they're getting money. They're figuring it out. It's just they don't have like when you think of Xbox, right? You think of like Gears of War, you think of Halo, you think of multiplayer on Xbox.
Right.
And Call of Duty was like PlayStation's quote unquote multiplayer game.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, and now I mean, when it comes to Game Pass, which obviously was confirmed, I assume like every month there's going to be some kind of like award, like they kind of what they do already.
Right, you're gonna get like a camo pack
like,
or an operator pack or whatever for Call of Duty, or here's just COD points. You know, do what like Riot does with Prime Gaming.
No, well, I mean, they Riot points are also on. Well, actually, they might have been taken off, but they were on. They did Microsoft it on for Microsoft Rewards. They probably will do Call of Duty points as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's just like then they need to have like an internal discussion and buy, I don't know, EA, but I don't think it's ever happening.
Right,
and because EA would be another force that makes multiplayer games and maybe fix Battlefield.
Right, it's either EA or you buy Ubisoft and make like Siege an exclusive, which isn't nowhere near Call of Duty, but like
so it's a huge.
It's a start, right? Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I was reading that Ubisoft has more than the total of employees of EA and Activision combined.
Ubisoft's huge. Ubisoft has studios in Paris, Canada,
Montreal,
the US,
or is
and that's Canada, Montreal.
Okay.
And I think somewhere else, Brazil. And Ubisoft is like huge. Yeah, they're like never hurting. I feel like if anybody like bought them out, it would be like a mutual agreement.
Yeah, I don't think they're suffering at all. And I mean, I didn't look it up, but I can't imagine Ubisoft Plus is. I mean, I want to think it's doing terribly, but maybe people are buying it. You know, like
right.
and it's also like it's in the code for Xbox, so we know it's coming to some degree.
Right. It's
So
coming to the systems eventually.
right,
Just
but I think they
we don't
should.
know when.
I think Ubisoft Plus should honestly just be like an add-on service to Game Pass in the sense of like you can buy Ubisoft Plus as like a $5 extension to your Game Pass subscription, kind of like what Hulu
Right.
does with like Disney, like oh you
Disney
can
Plus
yeah
bundle, yeah.
right like that's how I view it because I don't know Ubisoft doesn't make enough games for me to justify that. It's
No.
like
And they're all like single player games that like I'd rather just buy it once and then that be it
right.
than spend monthly on games that
What about
like granted
Hyperscape?
they're
What
can't-
about Hyperscape?
yeah, I was gonna say you can't even play that game anymore.
Yeah, they shut that.
That is
down.
dead.
Oh no, they actually shut it down. Kind of feel bad
Yeah.
for them, but yeah, like Sony not only needs a multiplayer game, but they need a studio to make a very unique one. Now we talked about
Right.
how they could bring back Killzone or Resistance. I would say Killzone. I think that they could do wonders
Right.
on PS5 Killzone. I think that'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Because they did one on PS4 and it was great, but then like that was it, and then Guerrilla went to make Horizon, so they were
right.
busy with that, and then they made Horizon 2, and
Because like no what?
yeah, good.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say just tell them to make Killzone again. Like you had a multiplayer game, it was great. Just bring it back. People would love it.
Killzone's futuristic, right?
Yeah,
See, that's
Yeah.
what we're missing right now in the market, like a genuine futuristic shooter.
Right.
I mean, you could point out Halo, but I don't really see it as futuristic. It's just more of Alien,
Right. It's like a sci-fi.
yeah, okay,
shooter.
sci-fi shooter versus what? Yeah, like a futuristic shooter where it's
right.
like lasers and stuff.
Right. It'd be like Titanfall. Would be like the closest thing.
Dude, don't
But-
bring up Titanfall, okay? I literally tweeted out.
Titanfall 3 will
dude,
come one day.
Stop! Don't even.
They
don't
just
raise my
gotta make
hopes.
a bunch of games to make sure EA doesn't plummet into the ground.
Where is it? I tweeted out recently about like disappointment, and then my response was how like that's how I feel when every day Titanfall 3 isn't announced.
Yeah.
God, that would just be so good on next gen, and then just release it in like January. Don't don't sandwich it between Call of Duty and Battlefield like last time.
Right.
But
Make sure it's the heavy hitter for the month.
right, exactly. Oh, God, I want it so bad.
It's sad though, right? That Nintendo has a shooter game that's super popular before PlayStation, right?
Well,
I was thinking about that today.
How
when I picked up
popular
Splatoon.
is Splatoon 3?
It's huge. I mean, they do pro play for it, right? Like, there's
That's
actual tournaments that Nintendo actually sponsors for it. Granted they suck. The rewards are like, here's a bag of crackers or something, or whatever they gave out that one year that everybody was mad about. But like, it's still like, it's really popular. I want to know. I hope someone like reports like what Splatoon 3 sold day one, because I think Splatoon 2 sold like it was
lifetime sales. I imagine
Yeah,
did pretty well.
14 million
That's
as
really
of
good.
May
That's
this
really good.
year. Right.
That's I'm gonna assume Splatoon's more popular in the East, right? I mean,
Over here.
no,
Yeah.
no. Wait, the East would be.
The West. Yeah, like Japan and stuff.
I thought we were. Wait, I thought we were the West. Aren't we the West? We're gonna look really
we're-
dumb.
Yeah, we're technically the West.
Yeah, we're the
I
West.
guess.
Yeah, we're the West.
Yeah.
Okay, don't.
It depends how you have your map set up, Sometimes Japan's over here, sometimes they're over here, it's-
I assumed that it's the East that really like is in tune with Splatoon because Japan is monstrously huge for Switch. Like they're eating it like daily. I don't blame them. I mean, because they're Japan's all about that commute and like
right on the go gaming.
yeah,
That's why
on
the
the-
3DS was like so successful. It had like
Right.
Netflix and YouTube and stuff on it because people were watching it on the go.
and
Like,
you wouldn't believe how easy it is to mod a 3DS.
yeah, what do we?
Nah.
What is the origin of this meme? I'm playing Splatoon 3 on my modded 3DS tonight, guys.
I have no idea. I can't figure it out. But all I know is that apparently Splatoon 3 is doing pretty well. But there's one more point I wanted to say about Sony. What was it? Oh, that like I also kind of don't understand why he just like said all the dirty laundry out in public. Like, if you're not happy about the agreement, then either renegotiate or just like, I,
Right, beg. It's not. It's like, right. It's not hard to be like, yo, Phil, please, we need that. Like, it's a win-win, right? Like, you get your money from the microtransactions and sales. We get to keep Call of Duty. Like, come on, just.
And also, remember how you just dominated last generation? Like, destroyed the Xbox One? Because I remember that. You know, like,
yeah.
Come on, at least give Microsoft a little bit. Like,
right.
It's just, you know, well.
Apparently, it originated because the YouTuber Ant Dude tweeted out a photo after they announced like the shutdown of the 3DS store of Sakurai, and it had a caption that said, "You know, it's actually really easy to hack your 3DS. Anyone can do it."
I'm glad he's back. So, well, you know, you're a Sony person. Do you care? I mean, do you really care that much that actually? Do you think it matters if Call of Duty wasn't on Sony or on PlayStation?
It's hard, right? Call of Duty is the best-selling game year after year. Nothing compares to it. You know, it's sad to say because it's right. Trash lately, but it's true. It makes a ton of money. You know, it's super popular. Business-wise, yes, it sucks for Sony, but like that they will 100% be fine. Still selling like God of War and Spider-Man and Horizon, you know, whatever, doing their movie business. Like, Sony makes money up the butt and they'll be fine.
I don't know, man. I don't think Spider-Man's going to do that well. Spider-Man 2,
right? It might only sell like 4 copies.
4
and that's it.
Times a billion.
Yeah, seriously. You know? God of War is game of the year. And the only thing stopping it is Elden Ring, which they have a 30% stake into From Software.
Yeah, so
they're getting money either way. So, you know, it's like, it's sad.
What if that was their plan the whole time? Like, okay, we need to make sure we win Game of the Year. So what if we just what if we just buy out Elden Ring to own it?
Dude, yeah. It's sad. I think they're just making a big deal out of it for nothing. I think it's long term it's going to suck because like if they end up doing like Diablo exclusive on Xbox, if they do Overwatch exclusive on Xbox, or I still can't think of what else Activision owns, honestly. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Tony Hawk.
How are you forgetting the best one of all, Candy Crush? How do you forget about Candy Crush?
I can't believe I forgot that.
The ultimate mom game. Like, come on, dude. I love that game. I play it all the time. Look, I'm going to show it now. Like,
I'm playing it right now. Next video is us playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, it's just the most boring live stream known to man. I know they have like a tower defense one. What was it? It has to do with demons. There's a mobile entry. Oh wait, is that EA? That might be EA I'm thinking about. Where it's like
didn't they do Clash of Clans?
Oh yeah, they own Clash of Clans. Yeah,
those guys? Clash of Clans is insane money.
There's tournaments and stuff too. Like
I didn't know people are insane about that game. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's a nice big boost for Microsoft's income. From like the mobile games alone.
Oh yeah, I mean like that's what they said. Remember, they're like, yeah, I mean like the biggest push for the purchase of Activision was for the mobile game division because Microsoft doesn't have like a step they don't have the good step into the market, so they just bought in for free because they're because they got literally billions.
Oh yeah.
So Microsoft. Look, I don't want to call it too soon, but honestly, I think that the Series X is going to win the generation by like pure value, not even by like first parties. Do you know what I'm saying?
Value wise, yes.
Right.
It's still like game wise though.
Right? I get that. No, I totally get that. But with Game Pass, you're getting so many games out of it that like, would you rather have 100 games that that like are pretty good, or 3 to 4 really really good games on Sony. And I'm not saying that's like
Mm,
I'm not saying that's a worse option. I'm just
right.
like I'm just saying that I think Xbox is gonna win in terms of like sales and whatnot. But you're right, where like Sony's gonna unless Microsoft comes out with a call Gears of War 6 and that's an unreal banger, and I can't even think of another one for Microsoft, but that's all they got, right?
Like Fable.
Oh, Fable, that could,
There's
yeah,
like the new Fable,
right.
which could hopefully be pretty good.
But they'll never touch Sony's first player, single player games division.
Oh yeah,
They'll never touch
yeah.
it. So like, Sony may win by like quality of games, but I think quality, but I think Microsoft will win by quantity slash just overall sales. Like I honestly think by the end of it they're gonna sell more than PS5.
Right.
But I'm not saying at least this generation. There's not a clear like you should just buy this.
Right. This is the closest we've had since I don't even know before like Xbox was even in the running.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'd say it was like way back in the NES and Genesis days and whatever.
If you're including the Switch, this is like the best generation of gaming yet.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah. Right.
It sucks we don't have like a Switch that's like competing hardware wise with the other two. Like Nintendo will, right, they don't have to is the thing, but like the Switch has so many banger games, like,
and I swear on my father's grave, if in January they announce a Switch Pro, I'm gonna karate chop them in the throat because they buy this the sickest. Let me pull it back for a second. I didn't think any other like Switch stock would be as good or as close as good as the Smash one. Like that one is perfection. Right. This is like 0.000001 off from being as good as Smash. It is so good. The cover, the back of it, the controllers. Oh, dude, I didn't want to get an OLED, but they forced my hand. And now if they screw me. And oh, here's a Switch Pro. I'm gonna be so upsetty.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be like, as I'm like pulling out the wad of cash from my wallet. Here you go. Sony sucks. That's how I end that. No, they're great. Actually, what is the? Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? It's a little story. When I was at GameStop today, picking up Splatoon 3. This dude was picking up NBK 23, right?
Oh, NBA.
Oh, and yeah, NBA.
The basketball game, yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, there's the Michael Jordan edition, and then like there's a higher edition that's like $300, and they do this every year. And apparently, like last year, it was really bad because the game was really bad, so like people were trying to return it, but like you only got like $40 because you can't return like all the DLC stuff you get out of the $300 edition.
Yeah, that's why sports players are like, they're what is it called? Stockholm syndrome. They're like trapped. They can't get out. They just keep going back, and no matter how bad it is, they're like, oh well, I already spent the $300. Like,
I hope they're living their best life. Like, yeah, they do have Stockholm syndrome, but the other hand, it's like. I assume everyone just drops the last year's game the second the new one comes out,
right?
Because of how insane the fan base is. So
right. The problem is they put like thousands of dollars into microtransactions, and then they start again every year.
Right.
It's insane to me. And granted, like a lot of those guys, right? That's the one game they buy for the year, and that's it. They play it all year until the next one. Fine, whatever. That makes you happy. But like, it's like the people that buy that game and then will buy like a game the next month, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, come on,
dude, stop.
No. Right? Like, come on.
Apparently, the big feature in this newest one is like you can actually walk in the arena in its entirety.
Oh, nice. See, NBA 2, I'll say, is the only one that I feel like actually like changes year in year. Like last year's was it last year or 2 years ago? They added this whole like social area where you're in like a city basically, and you can like walk around with your friends and like challenge people to like street games and stuff like that. Like super cool. Like
Does it have like
you would.
real life interaction where like some people just like mug you or like like you hear
I mean,
gunshots in the
maybe
background?
it just turns into like GTA.
Yeah. I love these random like life simulator sports games like we talked about last time. That's what I want.
Right. And I feel like NBA would be the first to start doing that.
And like you said, like for the people that buy just one game, good for you. You're probably super happy. You only
Right.
make one purchase in the year, but the second you go to the next one or the next like game, which is like in a month afterwards, it's like, dude.
Right. There's no time.
Like what
Yeah.
what do you actually get in the highest version?
It's like 100,000 VC, which you use that to buy like characters for your multi-team. It was like you'd get like a special like Michael Jordan character for your team, like cosmetic stuff, a lot of stuff. I don't know what you could do with it, but
But none of it like carries over to the next game.
as far as I know, no.
Wait, there's a WNBA edition? What?
Oh, that was the big update for this one too. Was they added like the WNBA? You could play as like female characters and stuff, players and stuff now. Wait, again, which is super cool. NBA is at least trying to make it reasonable to buy the game every year.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah. Well, 2K makes the NBA games, but
yeah,
EA makes
that's
the
only one.
football ones.
Oh, and WWE that they keep destroying, but that's it.
Excuse me. I'm trying to find it. I mean, because I'm seeing on 2K's website the highest edition is the championship, and that's 150. But I was hearing there's one that's like 300.
No, there's probably like a collector's edition that came with like a Michael Jordan basketball.
And it's like you get Michael Jordan basketball, you get a kiss from LeBron James. He
Yeah.
comes to your house, he's like, thank you, LeBron.
You get Kevin Durant's like used underwear or something.
Yeah, you get Michael Jordan's used condom. You can use it however you
Yeah.
please. There's still stuff left in it, if you know what I mean.
What's really cool too, when they announced that game,
The used condom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it's actually loaded. He really used it. It's all in there.
It's like
still.
a water balloon level.
Yeah, they like tied it up and just threw it in the box. Like you open the box, you're like, what? It bursts. Oh no, I can't even get my game out. Everything's soiled.
And game's like, did you get the warranty? Yeah. Well, it doesn't cover those kind of stains. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to keep all the fluids. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
What was I saying? Oh, they announced like Michael Jordan's going to be in the new PGA game because 2K makes that too.
He golfs?
Which I thought was cool. He was like a golfer after he played basketball. That's why he was like in what's that movie called? God, Space Jam. He's like golfing in the beginning when he meets Bugs.
Not NBA. I'm sorry, 2K. Make a crossover event where it's literally Space Jam. Space Jam, like bring in like the goofy team.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
No, they're not creative anymore. They're too focused on realism now.
Well, and they have to focus on the yearly releases. Could you imagine the uproar if they didn't announce another one, like for the next year? If they didn't just release the next year?
I know. It's sad that would be the case, instead of like, all right, we're only doing an NBA game once every 5 years. So you have to stick with it.
I think you'd really appreciate it, though. But like, I feel like these games could easily do it because
right. All you have to update is the roster.
Right.
Like excluding NBA, like Madden, FIFA, NHL, like those games aren't adding this kind of stuff every year. It's the same game. They change like a button or the way your like butt cheeks clap as you're running around, the physics on that. So like
make a game for NBA 2K30.
Mega cheeks.
Realistic pubes.
Yeah.
They sway in the wind as you dribble the ball.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, just like make a game and have it be the game for like a couple of years until something like groundbreaking happens and you can like, all right, now when you stub your toe, you can see it in real time. Or like add an X-ray
Oh,
mode like
yeah,
Mortal
like
Kombat where
yeah.
you break your arm and see the bone
I
crack.
would actually think that'd be kind of cool. Like
It would be.
that would be pretty cool, but yeah, this is just such free money to them, and they probably don't have to do that much to improve every game. Like
No, it's literally copy paste 90% of it and then just program whatever new character or players are in the NBA that year, and
right.
that's it.
Yes, that's right. We added 6 new sweat features.
Yeah.
Now you can sweat from your calves. You can also get tummy aches. Yeah, it's you know.
Oh gosh.
And also, yes, everyone asked for it. We're giving it. You can now be sued for sexual harassment. Yes,
Yes.
we added
yes.
it. I always think back to the South Park episode with the Tiger Woods game where it's like a fighting
Oh, yeah.
simulator. You stupid!
Like, get away from your wife. Drive.
Dude, you served me with divorce papers. How'd you do that? Well, it's this combo right here. It's just like it's,
It's so good.
yeah. So again, I hope for the best for the fans. Like I don't see anyone complaining about yearly releases either. But
No.
it is whatever works for them, I guess.
Well, if they enjoy it. Keep going.
Okay, so this next piece of news kind of pissed me off, but Ninja, he made some very vague like postings like in the past couple of days like about him taking a break, and then he comes back and he's like, I'm streaming everywhere now, which I mean I'll admit is unbelievably smart. It's like the biggest brain play I've seen in a long time for streamers. I mean,
Yeah.
all right, think about it, right? He's not a Twitch partner anymore. I assume he's not affiliated either. Like, you have to remove that from your account.
Right.
So now, YouTube doesn't have that restriction where you can, if you're a YouTube partner, you can still stream to Twitch at the same time.
Right.
And, Facebook doesn't have it. Everyone else doesn't have it. So it would make more sense for him to stream everywhere at the same time. So then he's still going to build YouTube subs and money from YouTube, Facebook ads and stuff like that, and Twitch, and Twitch, like they still also people are still going to donate and stuff like that. So like,
oh yeah,
and he's going to get way more publicity. Like now, unfortunately, I'm like scrolling through TikTok because I hate my life, and like I'll see his live now. I'm just like, oh, this is fun. This is
yeah. What's baffling to me, right, is didn't Twitch just announce like soon you can like stream to everywhere else if you like have exclusivity with them?
No, or
like an affiliate or something?
They changed it so you can like if you're an affiliate, you can stream to like YouTube and stuff. However, they still don't support simultaneous streaming.
Oh, okay. So you could stream on there, just not at the same time.
Right. Which I mean, then so
yeah, this is genius for him then.
Right. Like this is like a real because I'm sure Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube literally offered him money for exclusivity.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So,
but he took the Twitch one. That's why he went back to Twitch, right? Didn't he like leave Twitch originally?
Yeah,
for some reason.
Mixer. So like, I mean, because they have contracts.
Oh, Mixer. Yeah. That's right.
They have contracts, and then so Mixer bought them, and then like 2 months later,
Mixer died.
Yeah, Mixer died. Which is like the ultimate like dream come true for him because it's like, all right, I'm going to a different platform. They already paid him the multi-million dollars. And they're like, oh, yeah, never mind. We're not doing this anymore. He doesn't have to pay that back. Then he gets to go back to Twitch. He literally got the bag and dipped. But not even by choice.
Right.
Like,
that's insane.
What a hero. It's just the part that what I alluded to in the beginning that annoys me is that, like, obviously he knew this was going to happen. But he just played very vague about it. Like, oh, I'm taking a break. 2 days later. That's not a break, dude. That's a weekend. Like what?
Right. That's just like you're setting up your YouTube account and everything,
right?
Getting all your settings ready, and that's it.
you know, and then like there's like some weird like reckoning with people want to take breaks, like him and Pokimane. But Pokimane
Right.
like actually is like gonna stream less and I guess do other content. I guess hopefully OnlyFans, but well, we never know.
Right.
Did you watch that interview where she like estimated she could make like 100 mil like actually figure like 100 million for OnlyFans?
Oh, of course she could,
yeah.
dude. Are you kidding me?
No, I like I didn't think about it, but you know she's not wrong.
Oh yeah.
And oh my god, wow! Apparently, they pay him. They'll pay Ninja millions of dollars just to play their game on stream.
Oh yeah. Because he's like one of the biggest. I think he still is the biggest like Twitch streamer up until he did this stuff. But
let's see here.
Yeah, he's insane.
2 months of work or normal income. His stream was labeled as an Apex. So like at some point he was playing Apex Legends. I think it was like when it was coming out or along those lines, and he was paid 600 million. Oh wow, sorry. Whoa, 600,000. Sorry, 600,000.
Big
difference.
That's insane.
Yeah, big difference. I mean, I wish I was paid that money to play a video game for like a day. I would
right. Do one stream, just say good things about it, and that's it. Yeah, thanks. I'll take 600,000.
It's like, all right, we know you crapped on Call of Duties, but if you could play Call of Duty mobile for a stream, I'm like, sir, I will give you a reach around and play this game for $600,000.
Yeah, seriously.
I have a price, and that price you hit, and that is.
You found the magic number. Congratulations.
You found the magic number. Here is your prize. Oh man. That's but like, you know, it just pisses me off though that like it's smart. Don't get me wrong that he like played it off as if he's gonna take a break and then surprise, I'm everywhere now.
He made a big deal about it, and it was just literally like, guess what, guys? I'm richer. Great.
I did it. Yes. I did it. Also, side note, I was watching an interview with Markiplier. I don't like Markiplier personally, but I don't find him interesting to watch. And he mentioned how like he makes like ungodly amount of money, which you know obviously he's Markiplier, right? But it just pissed me off because why did he open that GoFundMe years ago for his niece's funeral? You know, so like, look, I understand it wasn't his responsibility, right? I totally get that,
right?
And I agree with it. However, it's like if I'm making ballpark hundreds of millions. Well, I mean, I'm okay. Actually, how much do you think he makes?
Markiplier?
I'm gonna assume at least millions.
Let's see.
Like at least.
His net worth is 35 million.
Yeah, okay, so it says every year he earns between 10 and 20 million from various social media endeavors. So you're a multimillionaire, right? And and like your cousin comes along and like, hey man, you know, this person passed away, blah 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 blah. And you know, a funeral is like, you know,
like what at most like $10,000.
Yeah,
if you have like a super fancy whatever,
like a casket and everything, right? Like that, right? It's like I'm not again. I'm totally for doing whatever you want with your money, but like this, like asking people to donate for his niece when not only could he have covered it, but he could have covered like he could have bought the state that the person was buried in.
Right?
You know, like come on,
right? If you cared enough to start a GoFundMe about it, you should have cared enough to just pay for it.
I mean, I kind of lost respect for him, but again, I also understand it because you know it you know.
Right, it's your money, dude.
Right. Maybe they. I mean, like they probably didn't ask him, but like I don't think you're gonna ask. Like I'm not gonna ask like a rich relative, like, hey, can you like pay for this? Yeah, this situation. You know,
right.
That's also an awkward conversation. But you know, if I was a multi-billionaire and you asked me, like, hey, man, my car broke down, I can't get to work. You think you could help me out? Like, I what's 15,000 to 10 millionaire, you know?
Right. That's chump change.
Right. but it is what it is. I don't know. It just kind of pissed me off. God, God, dude, I pray for a day when we get big enough where I can like do a freak out and like break stuff without actual
Right, and just
repercussion.
buy it
Right,
again,
right,
or have a backup already, like
right.
in the back of the room.
Or like, yeah, we like already plan to have new stuff, and so we just break all.
Right.
Okay. Hey, I don't have the article up, but we should probably talk about that Pokemon trailer. It
Yeah,
was great.
I pulled up the trailer,
Oh, okay.
just to like skim through it to see. So they showed off
Wait, you
like
didn't watch it like originally?
no, like I did, but
Oh,
like
okay.
just to skim through it to
Gotcha.
refresh.
Okay.
So they had the new Pokemon trailer on Wednesday this past week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the biggest points were like they showed off the new like Team Rocket, it's Team Stars or whatever.
Stupid.
Greta's like the leader. She's amazing because her main's a Torkoal.
No.
Oh, Mela, that's her name. Well, she has a Torkoal, so
Yeah.
she's instantly amazing. They like, I don't know. They didn't really. They showed like a lot of NPCs off.
Showed
They talked
NPCs
about
off.
like
There's Cloth the crab.
Cloth the Crab's the newest Pokemon they showed, which is really cool. They talked about like each of the different story modes, kind of. We saw Gita. She's like the Pokemon League chairman.
Right. So the champion, right? I mean, that's just
Yeah, she's like the
yeah.
Or I don't know if she's the champion or if she's like
The
what
chairman.
what
Rose
Rose was. Yeah,
Gotcha.
in Sword and Shield. So they didn't really clarify, but other than that, they showed off the two new
The Mega Man clones.
legendaries. Did we say they say if they're legendaries or not? Or just Pokemon?
I think they're just Pokemon because nothing in their like on the Pokemon site it doesn't say anything about them being like
legendaries.
I just know they're version exclusive.
Okay. Right. There's Mega Man and then there's Hyper Light Drifter guy.
There's
pretty cool.
There's Flame Man and Hyper Light
Drifter. And then the other new thing they showed was called this Let's Go feature. So you can have your Pokemon like just go out and like find items for you and like auto battle and level up. It's cool for casual people, I guess. But like you were saying, like I'd be so mad if it like auto battled like a shiny and killed it,
right
in front of my eyes, and there was no way to stop him.
Please, Pikachu, stop it! You're killing it. Please, no, not the shiny Starly.
Yeah, seriously.
I loved the trailer. I thought it was I thought it was good for what it showed.
I made the joke after it came out that like they announced it too early and like the game's finished and now they're just kind of like waiting to release it. But I like 100% think that's true. Like I feel like we don't need any more trailers. Like one more trailer, show off the like final evolutions of the starters, and then like that's it.
I was hoping this would show
like I don't
the
need to see
form.
more else. Right.
That was my hope. Yeah. I kind of don't want to see any more. We know the gist. We know the legendaries. Just let
I know there's 3
campaigns.
Right. Maybe a couple more details about like the online, like the co-op aspect of the game.
Right.
But other than that, like I don't need to see any more. Like you sold me on it. The game looks gorgeous.
game looks gorgeous. You're gonna screw everyone with your release of the OLED a week and a half before. And just like with no pre-orders because why would you do that? Yeah, I'm praying Cloth has like an evolution, but I don't know. I'm very confused about that.
Yeah,
I want him to be rock grass. Only Cradily is the only other grass rock Pokemon.
Yeah, and I could see it.
It's like it's not amazing typing, but I just want it for a playthrough. I just like its design a lot. Also, Totem Pokemon are coming back. If you didn't realize.
Oh, is that what the like bigger one's supposed to like?
Yeah, it was described as a totem Pokemon.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, so they're kind of bringing that back.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Which
for like one of the campaigns is like resemblant of like Sun and Moon. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'm hoping that means that we can get Totem Pokemon in raid battles to make them more.
Right, just like giant.
Right. Well, not make them giant, but make them more challenging.
Right.
But I hope Cloth is either a pre-form or an evolution. I think he's just going to be a standalone. But Also, his ability is absolutely nuts. Where once he gets below half, he gets like he basically gets like a pseudo shell smash, and it's just
Right.
like cool. So I'll just put focus dash on it, let you hit me, and then I'm just gonna let all hell break loose, and I can finally have a crab team that I've always desired. But yeah, like you said,
insane.
I don't want to see anymore. And the problem
Yeah.
is like, even if we choose not to watch another trailer, the internet's gonna ruin it.
Right. We're gonna see everything from it. So
Right. So which is like very depressing. And but I'm still super excited. I just can't wait. Like I want it right now. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. All right. I meant this. We should probably talk this when we're talking about Ninja. Twitch removed its host mode.
yeah, I don't.
No one understands why.
They haven't updated about it, right? It was a couple of days ago,
right,
that they did it.
They never clarified. They never clarified.
Yeah.
Oh god, the blinding light's gonna happen in a second. Never mind. Host mode is going away October 3rd. After this date, the host command chat or chat command and the host channel stream manager quick action will no longer be available. In addition, auto hosts will be changed to suggested channels in your channel settings. Why are you deprecating host mode? We introduced host mode in 2014 to make it easy for streamers to give the viewers another stream to watch when they went offline. Since its launch, we've learned that streamers want to share viewers with other streamers to help them grow and have introduced features that help you do that. Made this decision to deprecate the feature because the experience it delivers to viewers doesn't match their expectations when they come to Twitch. Viewers want to interact with the streamer when they're live, and host mode blocks this from happening. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Preventing viewers from interacting with the streamer they're watching also limits a streamer's growth potential because they're not able to build meaningful connections with those new viewers.
Is that really how host mode worked? I feel like I never sat in a host mode stream.
What do you mean?
So the host mode, what it would do is you would stream another person's stream through your stream, and your Twitch chat would interact with only your Twitch chat instead of whatever streamer's Twitch chat too.
No. Host is like if.
Well, that's what it just said.
Well, yeah. Viewers want to interact with the streamer when they're live, and host mode blocks them doing it from that. Oh wait, which line are you referring to? We made the decision.
Yeah, that one.
The one I just said.
Host mode blocks this from happening. Yeah.
If viewers want to interact with the streamer when they're live, and host mode because what host mode did was if I hosted your channel, it means that my channel goes offline, and everyone from who's currently in my chat, it's rating. You rate. That's how you rate.
I don't think that's what it said. I think what this is saying is that you're just putting that stream on for your chat in order to let them watch it, but not actually be in their chat.
You still be in their chat, and you should be. I mean, that's what happened whenever I did it back in the day, unless they changed it.
Oh, maybe.
But I can't imagine they did. But everyone's pissed off about it either way.
Yeah, because down here it says, instead of, what should I do to support the growth of other streamers once host mode is removed? Send your viewers to their channel at the end of your stream. Use the chat command /raid to send everybody on your channel to their channel.
But isn't that what AutoHost did? I mean,
I guess
unless it changed. Because I mean, before it's when I hosted someone, or from what I remember, it just literally brought everyone to their channel, and then my channel would go offline. Unless they made a divide between hosting and rating.
Right.
If that's the case, then I guess it didn't really.
Right. It didn't need to exist at all then.
Yeah, because then. Oh, okay. So then, if I'm hosting your channel by this logic, then it's still going through my interface, so they can't actually interact with you. They're just on my channel, which is hosting your channel.
If you host me, I would never see any of those people in my chat or anything. Maybe it would give them the views or something, but it would just your chat would be separate from my chat, basically.
When I'm this guy said, when I'm offline, I can't even have my viewers enjoy watching my friends who are alive. But I know, but unless they change it again, I assume when you host someone else, you still be able to follow them.
Right.
Hmm.
Maybe it was just broken. Maybe that's why they got rid of it. It sounds like it was like raid before raid, but it didn't.
Raid Shadow
work.
Legends. Oh, sorry. I assumed that's where you're going with that. Like a Raid Shadow Legends is the best game ever made.
Add them to suggested channels in your channel set.
You could, mate.
You can also display your suggested streamers list. Yeah, it just sounds like you wouldn't actually be watching them on their channel. You'd be watching them on the original person's channel that was hosting them. So it sounds like it was useless anyway. So they should have just gotten rid of it.
I've used hosting to fill the screen with funny, interesting content. Something good after a stream ends. According to Twitch, a feature that fans brings attention to other creators actually limits hosted channels' growth potential because they are not able to build meaningful connections with new viewers. This is at least partially true. Unlike Twitch's raids feature, those streamers transfer all their current viewers. Host mode retains an offline streamer's chat, and viewers can't. Oh, okay, yeah, and viewers can't directly engage with the hosted channel unless they go over.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's then. What I would say is, if you host someone, then just make it just direct it to their channel. Just raid them.
Right. And I think that's what they're trying to get people to do now.
Right.
It's like, don't host raid. So it makes sense.
It makes sense. But I don't think it should be removed. I think it should just be fixed and clarified.
Right.
Like just I don't know. But Twitch always makes dumb decisions. But yeah, this is kind of useless if that's the case. Because like I'll host you, but then if they can't interact with you, then what's the point? Well, I guess the point is like my community still talking with each other, but watching your content, which kind of screws you over.
Right.
Huh. Well, I guess that sucks then for everyone. I don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't use Twitch because I hate Twitch personally, but although there were talks, we were going to try it again, but that fell through because Twitch pisses me off. They're like, hey,
they just blew it.
they just blew it. They just kicked me in the balls and they blew it. Not literally. Anyway, all right. So this is weird, right? Overwatch 2 will lock new heroes behind Battle Pass, and fans aren't happy. I'm not sure if this is an outdated article, but it went on that apparently, or they clarified anyway that it's here. Either pay for them outright or grind your way through the free track. So you can only unlock them through the free track.
Right, they're still free. You just have to unlock them.
True, but they didn't clarify. Like, what if you don't go through the free? What if like you don't play for a season? Do you just not get that character ever?
Yeah, then you'd have to buy it. It sounds like
that seems
with whatever the in-game currency is.
Well, a free pass to get new heroes in future. So they asked them the question about that, and they said. They quote, we'll have free pass to get new heroes in future seasons too, which isn't a clear answer at all.
Right.
The most likely answer seems that they'll be brought back on future battle passes when there's a hero lull in order to fill the gap. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I think that I don't mind that it's on the free track. Like I understand that. But I think if you don't play a season, I think it should just auto unlock.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I don't know how they could do it really, right? It's a weird way of doing it since the first game everything was free, right?
Right.
But like since the game is free now, I understand that they're doing it that way.
I see. So I don't, because it's like every other free to play. There's always a way to unlock a champion without having to purchase it. Always. I mean, like, you know,
you still have to play though.
I get that, but you know, it's like there's still ways to like. There's no in-game currency that you just get for free, right? Like, you know how in Siege there's like
there is.
Okay.
so I assume it'll either be you can buy it with that for a ridiculous amount, or you could buy it with whatever the real money equivalent is for like a smaller amount, just like League does and Rainbow
Right,
Six Siege and all those other games.
Well, then they need to clarify that.
Right. I think they didn't give enough info, right? Like they were just like, oh, by the way, all the characters will be on the battle pass. You just got to play to unlock them, and it's free. But like they didn't specify enough details for like, okay, what if I miss a season pass? You know, what is my option? You know,
But the really sussy part is the fact that someone, like I said, asked. This is on Twitter too. What happens if you don't reach a specific tier in the battle pass? Are you forever locked from using that hero because you weren't grinding that specific period of time? And his answer is, we will have free pass to get new heroes in the future seasons too. That's not an answer. That doesn't answer the question at all. That's like a complete dodge. Like the question is, what happens if you don't?
What? He didn't answer the question at all.
What happens if you don't reach that specific tier in the battle pass? Are you forever locked from using that hero? We will have free pass to get new heroes in future seasons too. Unless his answer implies that the only way to get those new heroes, besides obviously paying for them, is through future free pass. Like,
right, maybe it's like, okay, if you hit like rank 30 on the season pass for the free one, maybe you get like that season pass and the previous one. Like that I'd be okay with.
It'd be more understandable depending on if there's like a lapse in seasons. Like if there's how long is a break between seasons?
Right. Normal, like traditional is like 3 months, right? For every season of a game.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Runeterra, I mean, they don't have it anymore, I don't think, but they used to have like a week or two long break between seasons. Like, you know.
Oh, no, no other game really does that.
Right.
Like Call of Duty, it's like here's the next day, that's when the season ends and the new one starts, you know. Destiny's like here's when the season ends, the new one starts that day. So
this person played Overwatch players begging for a free-to-play model and predatory battle pass, and then being surprised they might have heroes locked behind paywall, and it has like the surprise Pikachu.
Right, like I
understand
right,
it. I'm just
like
saying
mean
to clarify.
say, but like what if right?
That's all.
But I almost said Bungie. What is their name? Oh, Blizzard. Blizzard needs to like just specify everything more. Right. Like instead of game companies making trailers, right? Like multiple trailers, I wish they would just release a trailer and then just do like an FAQ, like for an hour, and that's it. Like every question anybody could have would be answered.
Multiverses did that, where they had a huge FAQ. Remember, like it was like
exactly,
it was really good. Like very little questions were not answered.
Yeah, so I think it'll be okay. I think everybody just kind of freaked out because they didn't like.
If I can't play Tracer Day 2, Derek.
Right, like, and guess what? You don't have to play it. And guess what?
Yes,
you're not spending money on the game. It's free. So you're not losing anything.
All right, here's the question, Derek, though. Are they going to have a pre-nerf Tracer skin? Where she's double cheeked up, remember?
They better. Call it the classic cheeked up Tracer.
No, just classic Tracer. That's the meme.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No, give us like Nicki Minaj Tracer, where it's just like comically huge.
Yeah.
That's what I play. Yeah. Like maybe Overwatch players don't understand that. Like in normal games now, that's how it works for
this is just the formula for like everything now
for free to play.
Right.
What they have to make their money. That's I don't blame them, but it just again the issue is how there was a lack of an answer and it just doesn't make sense in text format.
Right.
If he clarified like, oh, if you miss it in the battle pass, it'll reappear in other battle passes, like in the first tier, like you said, it's like, oh, unlock all previous battle pass champions.
Right.
That would make sense. Then that'd be fine. Yeah. And people just want to complain.
Right. And even if they do it like, okay, you missed it, well, you could either use the free currency to unlock it or the premium currency. Like, whatever. Everybody else does that. Like, it's fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah, and other games do it, and they still charge, and they already charge you $60 like Call of Duty. At least Overwatch 2, is free.
Right, it's free, right?
Where is it? I just saw like a glimpse of Wrecking Ball like in like a baseball attire, and I'm trying to find if he has like a baseball skin. I don't see one, but he has a.
I don't know if he does.
Dude, I'm not sure if you saw this, but wait. When does the game come out?
The 16th of October. I like just rebought the first game because I had to link my BattleNet account to it, so everything transfers over.
Oh, right. I still gotta do that. I just sent you an image. There's an amazing jack-o'-lantern skin.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Overwatch cosmetics are amazing.
See, my
they're
problem.
All like loot boxes, though, is the problem.
Yeah, but they're getting rid of the loot boxes.
Right. So now it'll just be you can buy it in the stores weekly or whatever. But like the first game was all loot boxes. It was awful.
But that was when loot boxes were like relevant and
right. For the time, it was fine. Whatever. But
it just my problem with this game and others is that like the skins mean less to me because I can't see the skin 90% of the game.
Right.
At least with Wrecking Ball, if you go into like the ball form, you get a third person view, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, if you like emote and stuff, you could see your skins.
Right. But and
it's
then
a first person shooter. What does it matter?
Right. Well, I get that. That's just my 2 cents on it. That's why that's why I appreciate like Fortnite skins. That's why I like how Splatoon 3, well, you get to customize your character and stuff like that. Like if I can see it and appreciate it, that's when I care a lot about my customization. So
right.
All right, that's my 2 cents. Okay, well, I still have a fair amount to go. 20. I was so aggravated about this article. Oh god. Oh, cool. I forgot. Cyberpunk 2077. Phantom Liberty is the first expansion, and it's also gonna be its last. Won't be on last gen consoles. So,
dude,
hold on. Let me explain something here. IGN said they had a podcast episode about how like it's good that Cyberpunk is distancing itself from previous gen. And in my head, I'm like, is that a joke? Because then why did they put it on previous gen? Like, what I'm saying? Like that's such a dick move. That's such a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
They touted it for, oh, it's a next gen game. We talked about it. It should have just been released purely on PS5 and Series X and I guess S. Like, no question about it. And now, now they're like, oh yeah, new expansion, only expansion, and it's only on the newest gen. It's like, it just screws the previous gen. And again, it shouldn't have been on the previous gen in the first place.
No.
But
it shouldn't have.
So what were you gonna say?
Oh, they railed all the customers twice. It's insane. It's insane how much that what are they? CD Projekt Red, right? Had such greatness. Everybody said, oh, they're like the best gaming studio in the world. Oh, Witcher 3 game of the year 20,000 times. And then they come out with this trash. And they it was unplayable for months.
Right.
Like it was literally bricking consoles trying to launch on the old systems.
Right.
They delayed it 5-6 times or something like that.
Right.
There was supposed to be a multiplayer. Does anybody remember that? This game was supposed to have multiplayer. I guess that's canceled.
Right.
That's cool, but there's people that still defend it. And it's like I refuse to play the game, but I watched a playthrough of it just to see the story. The story's trash.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like they tried to do like a GTA mixed with the Saints Row with the turf war stuff. And it's just stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't see the joy in it, but hey, it got an expansion. Woo. That a third of the player base will be able to play because everybody played it on PS4 and Xbox One. It's so dumb. I hate this game. And the worst part is CD Projekt Red will make Witcher 4 and nobody will remember this game. Like nobody will remember any of this happened. That, CD Projekt Red blew it. And granted, yes, I get it from pressures from investors and Warner Brothers needed to get the game out that holiday. Whatever. They got rushed. I don't care. Excuses. You promised this game. It was in development for 8 years. There's no reason it should have been so bad like it was.
My favorite part is that they added official mod support for the PC. Everyone's happy about it, which that's it's great. Don't get me wrong, but I think they only did that because they knew they weren't going to make a lot more expansions. So they're like, yeah, screw it. We'll just let them make their own, stuff.
Right. Let them have fun with it.
Right.
Go ahead. Do whatever you want.
And I mean, I'll buy this game if it's like $5. That's like my price point.
It was on sale for Black Friday
I
last
know.
year for $10, and I still passed it up. I just like I didn't have the heart to buy it because I just know I don't want to play it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for like, all right, what if it was like $1? What if someone said, "Hey, if you buy me a Happy Meal or something from the $1 menu at McDonald's, and I will give you my brand new copy of Cyberpunk 2077, would you take it?"
That I'd say yes to because I'm not giving money directly to them. So
And
I'll
then
play it when it's like a plus game or it's on Game Pass.
oh
or
yeah, it has to
something
come to
one
Game
day.
Pass at some point. Yeah, this is
Oh, it's
no,
got
you're
it.
right.
It's dead
You're
in
right.
the water
This
now.
is
so,
definitely a Game Pass game.
yeah.
All right. Speaking of Game Pass, I'm going to Xbox. They announced the Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 Core, which, excuse me, it's literally the Elite Series 2 controller, which I have, which is like one of my favorite controllers of all time, just without the bells and whistles. So it comes with the controller, which is amazing, a USB-C cable, and a thumbstick adjustment tool. What it doesn't come with is the paddles, the additional paddles, the additional. Oh wait, actually, well, I'm sorry. It's a set of 4 paddles, 2 medium, 2 mini. I think that means it's not going to come with paddles at all because I don't.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
okay.
It only comes with the charge cable and
Right.
the thumbstick adjustment tool.
Right, and then it does come with the additional D-pad and the carrying case, and it
Right.
comes out to $130. So
130?
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Okay. Okay, so here's my take on this, right? The Elite controller is supposed to be like super cool and customizable, right?
right,
And this is just like an over glorified Xbox, like normal Xbox controller. Because then they're selling the components, like everything else that's missing from it, for another $60.
50. But
I don't get it, right?
it's a really good controller. I mean,
Right,
I
but
love
like
it.
the whole point of it is customization, changing the D-pad, the thumbsticks, the hairlock triggers,
What this
like
what this means to me is that you're basically paying almost double the price for a thumbstick
a
adjustment
normal
tool
controller.
and
Right.
hair triggers,
Right.
which and the ability to customize the controls via the mapping of the controller. But
Right.
yeah, at first I was like, oh, this is like a good idea for a cheaper controller. But what I didn't realize is that it used to be like 220, right, or 250, and now it's just flat 180. Now, if it stayed at the 200 plus price, I would say just like I guess just get the core if you want to save money.
Right.
But for $50 more, it's actually worth it.
Right. Get the controller and
Right.
all its like perks.
Right.
Instead of this like over glorified normal controller.
The carrying case is really good.
Right.
All the
The
thumbsticks,
charge dock is just like essential to have for any controller at this point
right.
in this day and age. Like
I would think about buying one just to like do a review on it, and because my first one kind of like was like the first good video we ever had ever. But memories, man. That's when I first started the smell test. Anyway, but yeah, like now I'm looking at it, yeah, it's really not worth it. If this was like $100, I would say actually
I'd say
90.
100. No, 100 is definitely a fair price.
All right,
Because then you pay like $80 for the customizations, right?
Yeah.
Because like I don't know what the thumbstick adjustment tool does. Does that just let you pop the thumbsticks off to put the other ones on?
No,
Or does it do
it lets you tighten it,
something?
which
Okay,
is
so it's
important.
not-
Yeah, so like
So it like snaps back to the middle quicker or whatever.
well, not only that, but it makes it more sensitive. So like you can
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like, although personally, I always thought it was kind of redundant because you can literally customize the sensitivity in the app, but I guess it's
Right.
more for people who like need the physical feeling rather than a coded
Right,
feeling.
just an actual setting.
Right. So like, it serves, it's either way. But that honestly, that's for like people who like want to play Call of Duty competitively. Like I
Right.
never adjusted my analog stick. I actually no, that's a lie. I customized it slightly for shooters. Like they have profiles like pre-set up. And I like
Right.
did some like video not videos, but I watched someone like the best settings for like certain games, and it makes a difference. Like I have no regrets. It's my favorite controller of all time, and
Oh, right.
and having I will never go back to controls without hair triggers. Hair triggers are the best thing that ever happened for any like shooter.
Right.
The fact that like you can just like the second you touch it, it just activates the shot versus having to pull it all the way down. Although I'm very curious on how PlayStation's going to handle that. I don't know how they can have haptic feedback and hair triggers.
Uh,
Because it did show
Yeah,
it
I
had
don't
it,
know.
right? Like I'm pretty sure it showed like in the teaser on the back, it had like a hair trigger option, or maybe
yeah,
it's
it
somewhere.
showed the hair trigger
Yeah.
option.
I
Yeah.
mean like mechanically, I just can't think about how they'd make that work. But if they made it work, I mean that's pretty nuts. I think you should get it because it's awesome, but that's just me. But we don't know
Yeah.
the price point on it. I'm gonna assume 250, but that's just my thoughts on that. So yeah, probably don't get this controller. Just get the normal version.
Right. If you're gonna put out the money, just put out the full amount.
Right,
Get
exactly.
everything.
Did I skip that? Oh, I guess I accidentally skipped it. The Minecraft one where players are gonna vote
yeah.
on the next mob. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So it's like, what is it? Frogs and fairies, I think. I mean, based on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess you get the vote for the. Let's see, this year's mob vote will open the day before Minecraft live show. The polls open October 14th. You have 24 hours to cast your vote. That's super cool though. I like that like. Well, so actually, based on this like screenshot, it just has frogs and goats.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean that's super cool. I love that kind of stuff where like the community can basically dictate the future of the game.
Yeah.
Another game like
Keep it
that.
going.
Brink.
Don't bring up Brink. Bethesda was in their peak with that game.
Ahead of their time.
It really was.
Yeah, I know.
And they'll never do it again because they just make Elder Scrolls.
Do you still have
that's it.
Do you still have a copy of it?
No.
I was gonna say we should do like a retrospective video. That'd be cool. Okay, so Midnight Sun's got a release date again, and I mean like a release window, which is December. And
I got a date.
Oh,
December 2nd.
Oh, December 2nd. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is ridiculous. They had a date. They pushed it again to next year, and then they're bringing it back to December. There's something wrong going on with the studio.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
The studio that makes it does like XCOM and like it. All they do are these types of games, right?
So what's the issue?
I don't know. Right? Like they have a system made for it already, and they just are blundering it for some reason, and I don't know why. But I don't know. We'll see if it keeps this December release date, but I don't know.
Someone quoted, I'm not sure it's a maker of the game. He said, the end of this article says, Firaxis, but Firaxis trying its hand at blending an RPG and strategy game that's, quote, the complete opposite of XCOM. Sure seems like it'll do at least a few things that surprise me. Hold on a second. How Marvel's
because I think this has like a card system, but then like each character has like, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's something different. I don't.
Oh, okay. So he breaks it down. Like in XCOM, each unit acts independently. In Midnight Suns, 3 heroes all share the same turn and resources. XCOM deciding who to send charging toward near certain death to complete an objective is an essential part of the experience. Midnight Suns, it isn't super important which hero lifts the concrete slab off the bystander, just that it gets done. XCOM, you always know what each soldier can do on a turn, but there's a chance they'll miss. In Midnight Suns, your heroes never miss, but what they can do on a turn is always changing because their abilities are cards dealt from a shuffled deck.
Oh, okay.
But I still
I
wouldn't say
mean,
it's like the opposite. It's still fundamentally
it's fun. Yeah, system wise, I mean, it's pretty much it's still a tactics game,
right.
just with the card system now. I don't know. I don't know.
It's still weird to me that they literally like pushed it forward now.
Right, by like months. Like,
Right, they're like,
it makes no sense. I don't know.
like, oh, it's gonna release this year. Ha, JK, it's gonna be by March of next year. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's December now. Huh.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't,
dude.
I don't get
Like,
their insanity.
man, they're just like, what is a what what are cards in a video game, and how do you shuffle them? And
Probably, honestly, that's probably what they're trying to figure out.
like that's
How
not
do we
XCOM.
program cards? How does that work?
Is it like a turn-based combat? I mean, kinda. Oh, okay, cool. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh wait, was that the last thing?
I guess so.
Oh my god, I made a mistake. No, that's fine then. I mean, it's a super long episode per usual. Anything else before we hit the old dusty trail?
Check out the Ubisoft show tomorrow. We'll probably talk about that on whatever the next news day is, but
Right.
that's going on September 10th as of this recording.
All right, here's some predictions.
We'll predict.
Okay, so
all right, Assassin's Creed, Ezio's having sex in a bathtub somewhere. Far Cry gets some sort of something, you know. What else is you? Siege will have a trailer where they're just like, yeah, it's going good, and that's it. No Rayman, because they hate Rayman. They refuse to do it ever again.
I think they're gonna have a trailer for it says Sam Fisher is back, and then like it pans out and he's in a kitchen in this newest Cooking Mama game. That's right.
Yeah.
Ubisoft will prove that they yet again don't want Sam Fisher in anything that is Splinter Cell.
Actually, Splinter Cell.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're making a Splinter Cell game, but it's mobile. Yeah.
Dude, don't say that. They'll actually do that. Like they will literally make a mobile one. So, and if I hit this, oh wait, you know what? I made a mistake. I need to have a certain. You know what? Well, no outro music this time. That's the show, guys. Like, comment, subscribe anywhere you listen to this. We really appreciate it. Get to 1,000 subs on YouTube so we get monetized and get paid for our efforts, even though it'll be little to nothing. TikTok, get us to 1,000 because we want to try and live stream there. YouTube, like I just said. Spotify, rate us 5 stars or 4. 3 is barely acceptable. 2, don't do it. 1, please don't. That applies anywhere on podcasts. Instagram for see our faces. Well, I'm gonna post more selfies of my face and leg hair specifically. Facebook's for old people, but we're on there. Twitter's for new people, and we're funny on there, and Discord because we want a community. So, have a good one, guys.